us now. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. Prove this message nationwide scene. We are here on the Down to Earth podcast, and we have my brother Shawn Myrie, and we got a special guest here, an organization, and that's what you guys. Yo,
Six
introduce
star,
yourself,
man.
man.
Six
Good
star.
stuff, you know what I mean?
Star,
6ixstar in
yes,
the
man.
building,
You
y'all.
don't know. Welcome Down to Earth podcast here, man.
So
Don't know.
yo, I wanted to ask you guys. I see you guys on your hustle. You're doing your thing, like independently. Like how did you get into this? Like how did you start your business? Like in the beginning.
I don't know if he heard you.
Did he hear you?
Did you hear it?
You can
Yeah,
hear
he
me?
heard. Yeah, I hear him. He's kind of low. I don't know. I could hear him, but it's like his mic must be like kind of
Repeat the question,
off.
Sean.
No, I was saying like what? How did you guys start your business? Like the beginning of Six Star.
I don't know if they
I
heard you.
don't think he's hearing you still.
Did you hear you?
Uh, well, I think he's in the other room, so I can hear him. But I don't know if y'all can't hear him.
Yeah,
You
we
can't
can
hear?
hear
Yeah,
him. We can hear him.
I can hear him
Okay.
slightly.
We
Oh,
can
wait a
hear
minute.
him.
Yo,
His
y'all
mic.
know
Oh, his
his mic
mic's off.
is muted.
Muted.
Oh,
Unmuted.
Yeah, I had it muted.
oh, that's why. That's
Okay.
why.
You can hear us?
Uh,
Mic check. Mic check.
yeah, that's why.
Here, if
That's what the issue was. The mic's mute. I could see his mic
Yeah,
is
its
muted.
mic is muted there. I could see that.
That's what it is. He doesn't know. You want to
I mean,
restart it?
yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and restart. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. I
Okay,
hear you.
yeah.
okay. We can restart it, or we can keep it rolling, whatever you guys
No,
want
just pick up, man. We're live here, brother. No worries.
We live.
to do. Technical difficulties, love
It's
it.
all good,
But yeah,
man.
to
Oh,
answer
good,
your
man.
question, Sean,
But we all can hear each other, though.
hmm
yeah,
All right,
Okay.
then. Sean, repeat your question, man.
I was just gonna ask you, brothers, like, how did you guys start your beginnings of your business?
yeah. So to answer that, been in the industry for a while, just like a lot of other people in the community, and just saw an opportunity, saw like a niche market to take advantage of, and just decided to go in. Really didn't know what to expect, but did it out of the love and passion for it, and the money kind of just followed afterwards. So
So how's it been since? Like,
No,
like,
in fact, yo, how long it's been? In fact,
it's been a long time. I'd say about like 10 years. But
A decade.
it's been a like journey. Learned a
when
lot.
it
Pretty good.
when exactly did you guys start? Mind me asking.
Oh, so 6ixstar is actually a very new brand that was created recently.
Yeah, it's
I'd
like
say
about
like 6 months.
yeah,
6 months old.
it's almost 6
six
months
months?
in June.
Almost, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, so it hasn't been too long. The reason why it's gained a lot of traction so quickly and has like built a name for itself and like a pretty good following is just because like we kind of have learned what to do by like from building other brands in the past, and then just like learning from those mistakes and applying those lessons towards like 6ixstar, and just like it made it a lot more streamlined to get everything that we wanted to sort of accomplish. And obviously, we have a long way to go.
So I like to ask you guys, how you guys linked up? Are you guys like friends? Like how did that come about?
Really cool. We met two other people, and then we just we recognized real. We just clicked. So I
Yeah.
mean, one day he goes like, "Yo, come hop on it on this. This is my new thing." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, fuck with it." You know what I'm saying? If I like,
It
just go
just
on.
formulated. It just formulated like that.
Exactly. It just happened.
Mm, seen,
Mm.
seen.
So what's the feedback you've been getting from like since you guys been in operations? Like what's the feedback from the people? Because legalization for cannabis, been like it's a recent thing. Still,
Yeah.
we're still new to it. Like what's your experience with the market now? Because I know a little bit about like the market myself. I do the research. So like how is it right now for you guys?
So
Yeah, go ahead.
so so listen, 6 Star is the weed we have is different than all the other weed outside in the market. Like that's what we call 6 star. We only get the 6 star cannabis. We don't want that
Mm,
5 star, 4 star stuff. So our
mm,
customers understand that. So and we're blessed because we have such a loyal customer base because they keep coming for new bags every week, every 2 weeks. I mean, if the product wasn't good, they wouldn't come back.
mhm.
Right, and just to add on to Yogi's point, I mean, essentially, like, a lot of people have access to good flour these days. It really comes down to what you pay for it, and I always tell this to everybody. It's like, if
Sure.
you want good flour, you just have to pay a lot more for it. It's not like you have to go through and like have to have a certain connection or anything like that. I mean, as long as you're willing to pay, for quality, you're gonna get your hands on it, and we
It's
don't
true.
really spare an expense when it comes to that, and people always wonder how we make money. And it's not really about that. It's more for the brand and marketing, and like, just like, 6 star is a brand that we're trying to accomplish so much more than just like having retail cannabis or recreational like cannabis. Like,
Mhm.
we're trying to build like a platform. We just recently launched a podcast as well,
Yeah,
just like you guys. And like, we're very new to the podcast industry, but we want to learn, and we want to like slowly start building a platform for cannabis and music and
that's
things
good.
like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we really believe that if you just keep giving value, you'll get paid in return. So
So I would like to ask you guys, what's some of the favorite strands? What people like from you guys? What's the strands?
definitely the pinks, always the pinks. I want to say, just because they're like
The blues
higher.
too.
The blues,
Yeah,
yeah,
we got
like
a lot of guys
lately
come
we've
with the
been
blue.
getting like a lot of like blue runs and like blue rose and like a lot of other like blue Fantas and things like that, and just primarily like gassy stuff. Like, that's what everybody wants to smoke
It's
nowadays. and
true. It's true.
And the thing is, like, the people that are willing to pay those, I want to say, higher tags, are going after gas, like exotics and hybrids. Like, yeah, that's cool, but you can
Mm,
get that stuff like almost everywhere you go.
yeah.
But just to get like clean smoking gas,
Yeah.
is kind of a challenge. Like, you'll get that with brands like Astro, maybe Sixpo, I want to say,
Hmm.
and yeah, and then there's us, yeah, and like, we'll pretty much just drop pinks. Like, if you see our weekly menu, it's going to be like 3 pinks out of the 4 strains that we drop that week or whatever.
So how you feel about like the industry a whole for Canada right now? Because I know America's trying to legalize everywhere, but it's still
Yeah.
slow down there. There's no distribution coming from America. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's only Canadian. All
Yeah, I like to think that a lot of good stuff grows out of Canada, just because like I was in the States recently, and I've been in a lot of states. I was in Texas, and it really
mm,
sucked because they have something called Delta 8
yeah,
there, and I
heard
think,
of it.
yeah, so I believe it limits you to 3% THC and less.
Yeah, but is that wait? We gotta talk about that. The 3%. When they say 3%, right? Is it really because I read something they kind of calculate it to 30%. Maybe I would say it couldn't be 3%. Is it really
Yeah,
3%? Can't be 3%.
yeah, no, like, I mean, to my understanding, it's 3%. Like,
Like to us, for us,
no, like, I believe like what's like labeled um,
yeah.
cannabis itself is like 3%.
But that's not strong here. That's nothing here.
Right, right, yeah, yeah,
Shitty.
yeah,
we we
yeah.
wouldn't get high from that. I'm just
You get
saying.
a head rush.
We get high here. Over there, they don't even smoke like that.
Well,
They
that
say
that,
it.
that,
Wow.
that, that
Smoke
sound
like
like
that over
some
there.
What?
seasoning, bro. Like some cooking seasoning or something, right?
Three
Right?
percent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the 3%. I couldn't believe. No, I couldn't believe it. Because I seen something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but I seen something. It like calculated. I was looking it up, and it said 30. Maybe they're three, right? You know how
Not
their
30
thing.
milligrams.
Yeah,
They're saying
it's
that's 30
really
milligrams.
30. Oh, milligrams,
Yeah.
not THC.
It's 30 milligrams of THC. So basically, we get
Yeah,
28% here. That's
yeah.
280 milligrams of THC.
Hmm.
I mean, each percent is like 10 milligrams. 30
Mhm.
milligrams ain't shit. If you get an edible that's like, 10 milligrams a piece, you eat three, ain't nothing gonna happen to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing.
The fuck?
Yeah, but I
Sound,
mean, like,
you
that's
know what that sounds like? It's almost sounds like they're fucking beer, man, watered down. man.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
but I
crazy,
can't
man.
believe that shit.
Mhm.
Yo, man, but maybe some people get the black market. That's why they like the black market.
The thing
Maybe
is,
they,
like, people just don't smoke like how they do in Toronto, and that's one thing I realized.
shit,
Like
we
when I
really smoke.
traveled, like I was,
Man,
We're heavy,
I was
man.
kind of just
shit.
like, wow, like I think we're the
Smoke a
only
lot over
ones that
here.
Yeah,
smoke
man.
like this. So yeah,
What are you saying? People don't smoke like people in Toronto.
people don't smoke like Toronto. We're a different breed, and the way that we consume cannabis is like
Mm,
the world is going to find out. Like,
Well,
it's true.
that's for sure.
like the way we
Yeah,
smoke, like
fucking
guys,
planted.
backwoods sometimes, like a couple of them in a day. Like people don't do that in the States, and I'm telling you, like first of all, it's really expensive to
Mm,
do that over there, right?
Oh,
People are, like plugged in. Weed's very expensive over there.
oh.
I paid about 200 for a half there, just to get my hands on like something.
What?
$200 just to
What?
get your hand in a half a
What?
quarter.
What?
You
Yeah,
paid 200 for some bush.
yeah.
Damn, bro.
What?
Damn.
It was the best that I've had there, but
Yo,
it
yo,
was
yo, yo. I'm sorry to interrupt here, but yo, check this
Holy.
out, man. Check this out. I've been telling them, look here, man. Look here, man. Yo, straight up, you can't be doing that shit here. Yo, you can get hurt, guy.
But
Yo, straight
but
up,
it has to be
man.
different. It
Hey,
has to be
Yo.
state.
bro.
I'm guessing state by
Yeah.
state it's different. I'm
yeah,
guessing state by
sure.
state might be different.
It
Yeah,
must
right?
be, yo. Like
to be
no real
different.
shit, man. You
Has
can't
to
be
be.
paying for marijuana and it's 3%. What the fuck, guy,
Okay,
man?
Cali Kush, right? Everybody talks about Cali Kush. Have you ever tried Cali Kush?
I gotta say, if cookies is Cali Kush, then yeah, but I haven't gone to Cali yet and tried bud there.
But brethren, have you tried Cali Kush?
Cali Kush,
But
like
Jinx, I
like the strain or like you're
The
talking
strand, yeah, the strand.
about. I can't remember. I've gone through so many, and I gotta be honest, I can't remember off the top of my head if I have. So I'm gonna say no, I haven't.
Okay, think of it. I know a secret. I'm just gonna spill it out. Okay,
Yeah.
Cali Kush. Everybody, all the rappers, forever you hear them talking about Cali Kush, and it's the best or whatever, right? So now down here, like I said, there's no distribution from America coming here. So when people are smoking even burner shit, respect to burner,
Yeah.
it's the brand name, but it's our stuff. It's Canadian.
Canada.
It's
It's
Yeah.
coming
like
from
this.
here.
It's like this. You put the brand name, but it's like this. We're gonna give you
The
the
cookies
ingredients,
is
but you're gonna do it here. You know what
The
I'm
cookies
saying?
is Canadian. That's what I'm saying. The cookies what people are smoking is our shit, and it comes from like the Hamilton and shit.
Right,
Where-
right. You're absolutely right. Like I think like Noya grows it, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken, or like
yeah, you're right. You're right. Nora, yeah, Nora, they grow it.
Noya,
They,
Noya, yeah.
or
Um,
Garth, the other one,
or like
Cannabis, Garth Cannabis.
okay,
Gage cannabis.
I believe it's Gage.
Yeah, Gage.
Yeah,
My mistake.
yeah.
Now fuck
yeah.
with Gage. Gage got some hard shit. You know what
Yeah,
I
they
mean?
got some good marketing. They got a nice logo. They got a nice like little thing going on.
Mm.
But I mean, look, like I gotta be honest. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just disappointed with every legal grow because it's just not what I enjoy smoking. Like I know it's like weed.
I know what you mean. I see. Oh, you said that.
Yeah, like it's just not what I want, and I'm happy to pay a little bit more to get what I want, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what I put in the bags. So yeah, and I mean at the end of the day, like we used to have another brand before, and we used to have like a lot of strains that we dropped on a weekly basis, like sometimes like 20, 30, and people love seeing that. But it was just funny because like a couple of days or a couple of weeks later, people would expect to see a whole new menu of like all new strains. And it was just like people wouldn't even get the chance to go through all the strains before. They would just want a fresh new inventory of more. So yeah, so I mean it's hard to ensure that every strain is like up to par and every single strain is gonna bang and be gassy and like be perfect. It's like it's easier to have a few select strains that you know each and every single one is gonna give you like great reviews and great feedback and just keep like a select variety and just push those out every week and just sell out at the end of every week and just keep doing it again and again,
I want to ask both of you what you think about, because social media has been very discriminatory against cannabis for a long time. Still now, they still are. Wait, hold on. And Burner made something which I like for promotional because it's not
Social club.
good. Yeah, the social club. I'm part of that shit.
Mhm.
Right?
You guys ever heard of it?
Yeah, shout out to Social Club. We're gonna be on that this week.
Yeah, man, get
Good.
on that
Get
shit.
on
Get on
it.
that shit. I'm very happy. So happy that respect because we do our networking on the gram, but when it
Yeah.
comes to like I started the other podcast, the Myrie Jane for weed purely, that's perfect because I have it on Instagram and what they do is flag shit or it's very sensitive to weed when you're trying to like talk about weed or it could be something basic, they'll take the shit down, delete it or some or flag you,
Yeah,
right?
It's a
yeah.
touchy subject,
It
man.
almost feels personal. Like it's crazy. Yeah,
On YouTube too. On
yeah.
YouTube, what will happen is right. Certain content they'll put it as what they'll put it like yeah,
Restricted.
it's restrict the shit. So you have to sign in a certain way or whatever.
You got
That
proven you can't enough, some shit like that.
yeah, and all that shit. But
Nature
certain videos
method.
might show. Some videos might show. It depends. That's how they're doing it. But that's why Social Club, what Burner done, he's changing the game because he already has the dough to be in it. So now is Instagram and YouTube gonna follow? You know how things go, right? When they
Mhm.
see something working good, they're gonna have to make like a tier, like rated R. Remember PG and shit like that.
Right, right. It's kind of like what's happening right now with like Steve will do it and like Andrew Tate going to I think it's Rumble, that app.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of similar to that. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I guess if it like if enough people follow suit. But I think it's cool that like I've been watching like almost the entire cannabis community and it's not that big, so like
Mm.
like you can literally see the change. Like a lot of people just downloaded what is it, Social Club, right? And just like
Mm.
everybody is just like making the shift, which is
Yeah.
see
It's gonna get bigger.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
gonna get
think
big.
so. Yeah, for sure, for
It's
sure.
gonna get bigger. Definitely.
Very big.
Because you know why I say it's gonna get bigger because they have the handles of the IG on there, so all
Yeah,
the users could use it.
and you
You know
could
what I'm
post
saying?
what I like when you post, you could post direct, which Instagram's gonna copy. Sorry, that you could post direct link in your post. You don't have to go to your bio or something. As soon as you post, just say your picture of the weed, right? It could go straight to wherever you want it, like that link. That you
Mhm.
can't do it on Instagram. You can't do that. They don't allow you to do that. You only have to go to the bio to go to the like your YouTube
Yeah,
and all that shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you could.
But Sean, don't you think that like give it some time, obviously, before like the platform starts gaining traction, and then
Mm.
obviously the feds are gonna want to get a piece, just like they do with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I feel like what's gonna be different this time, right? Like
yeah.
it's almost like this like like false sense of hope and like I feel like it's gonna get shattered. Like, I'm not trying to be negative.
No, no, I hear you. I like to hear
just
what
showing
you're
you the
saying.
difference, you know.
But Trudeau, Tru,
One way or another, they gotta embrace change because, as you can see, the world has sort of changed upon the marijuana cannabis
okay,
thing. A
you
lot
know
of
what?
places
You
are
know what?
legalizing, so
I'll
that I
tell
have to
you
say
now.
that part.
Twitch has something. If you're from a country, which I like how they done this, they organize it. If you're from a country where it's legal, your stream will not be affected. They're already ahead of time. You see, there's some. I done a podcast talking about social media wars. That's what's going on with Elon Musk and with what's his name who owns Facebook. I done something about
Mhm.
that shit,
I
right?
see
So
there.
what's going on now is Trudeau is doing this bill where he wants to do this censorship type of shit, right? And once he does this now, will it affect us? I don't know, but he likes marijuana. He's the one who legalized the whole thing. So I'm guessing we won't have a problem for the cannabis community to because that's Canada's new oil. You get what I mean? Like we're the Saudi Arabia of probably cannabis right now, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
America is trying to get into that market because they can't allow Canada to be making all this money. So let's legalize too. But they're slower. We're already ahead of the race because before we were legalized, we're soft on weed. Even
Yeah,
before legalization, they didn't really do anything to you unless you had a record, really, or something. They'll just use that as an excuse.
yeah, you're right.
$75 ticket almost 20 years ago, you could
Mhm.
pay a $75 ticket for weed.
Mhm.
Damn.
So it was soft already. Like I never got locked up for weed. I never
Mhm.
got even pinched for weed ever, ever. Never had that problem.
Yeah.
Some people don't have that luck, but I never had that problem. I've been smoking weed, rock. Remember from '93, 13.
Man, I got too many stories about weed, man.
Yeah,
I actually smoked a fucking blunt in front of a fucking cop before the fucking legalization.
see,
Yeah.
that's how soft it
You know what I'm
was.
saying?
That's a long time ago,
Now
too.
check this out. A few years ago, I used to live in the States, right?
Mm.
And bro, they don't play about weed. I used to live in
Yeah.
Virginia. You know, so right by DC, up in DC every weekend.
Mm.
They catch you with weed, fam. They just bring more shit on you.
Yeah.
I mean, like they find some other charges, they just add that shit to it.
That's how
Make
they
sure.
be doing it
Listen here,
over
man.
there.
Listen here, man. It got so bad. This is before the legalization, man. It got so bad with me with weed. I came to a point that these people were harassing me too much. They're not getting my weed no more because I've been seeing them. They knew where to search and all this shit. I
And
went
take for
one
your
day.
weed, that's
I got
true.
so vexed when I was with some man them, and I said, straight up, they're not getting my weed. They went, what do you mean? They're not getting my weed, bro. And I'm like, how? Okay, watch what's gonna happen. They searched them. They like here. I'm like, here you go. I got this. And they go, you got anything else? I got this. I got grubber. Here you go. What you want?
Yeah.
What I go? I open up the sack. What you got? And the weeds in there. They didn't even see it. I'm like, you want the grubber? You want more grubber?
They don't
I
know what
remember
They're
it's
like,
that.
no,
about.
we don't know nothing about that. We don't want
Yeah.
that. I'm like, okay,
They don't
cool.
know what the
And
hell
then
it's
they're
about.
gone. I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna light up my shit. No.
Okay, if I was to ask you who it was, because Jamaican and we're Jamaican and we know about grabber the hide weed from a
I get
long
my
time.
weed no more.
That's why
The
that's why that
the
became
question is, the question is, sorry, question is, do you guys smoke using grabber
Of
some
course.
people.
Of course. And
or straight
actually,
weed?
I wanna touch on that. We're actually about to launch a Grab company ourselves.
That's sick.
That's
Eh?
good.
All right.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That
it's
means
Well, you want a
Show
little
them shaker,
insight? You want a
bro.
little insight on that?
Show them
Sure.
This is
shaker.
the new thing for Grabba right now. I don't know if you ever seen this. They blend it down to this, like coffee grind it, right?
It's
And,
like
and it's like a
black
shaker.
pepper.
So now you can put the seasoning.
Season your
Season
weed
your
like
weed with the,
chicken.
the,
So
with
so
the
the reason
Grabba.
why
Seeing?
Chifa's
Season it like
so the reason
chicken.
why Chifa's laughing is because that's exactly what we're
That's
just
what you
in the
guys
midst of.
gonna do.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what
we
we're in
just
the
wrapped
midst
up
of.
the R&D, you know what I
We
mean?
just
Okay, you
and
don't
we
know.
Big
That
bottles,
is it.
everything.
You
Right
don't
there.
know, man. This is the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come holler at us.
You know,
Put on
you
the
know what?
color
Yeah, man.
We're
You know,
gonna,
this-
once we launch the shakers and everything, we're gonna send you guys out a care package as well, and then
Yeah,
hopefully,
man.
Yo, put it this way, man. You see the background here? This is
Yeah.
all we're all about. Marketing.
love
All the
it.
Yep.
time when we're doing our podcast, whoever's
Down to
whatever,
earth.
they're in the background.
Mhm.
We set it up, whatever, man. All
Sure.
the time in the background. Or if
Mhm.
not, I'm saying it. I'm like, hit up so and so, da da da, and
Mhm.
everything. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? This
Yeah,
is one
yeah,
of
yeah.
our
Thanks for that.
sponsors, whatever. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
that, hit them up. And speaking of that, at the end here, you have to tell them, the digital platforms where they can hit Six
Most
Star at.
definitely, most
You know what I mean?
definitely.
But besides that,
Well-
do you guys have like a store or distribution thing or like delivery service or something?
So here,
We have an online website where everybody can go in there and order the
Mhm.
yeah.
Shit.
Here I'll answer this for this. So yeah, we were in the midst of opening up a retail store, but I just decided that online sales are doing pretty
Makes sense. It
right
makes
now.
sense.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense to put like too much heat on ourselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, so maybe in the future we'll do it. Maybe we'll obtain like a retail like license to open a store here, which isn't that bad anymore. It used to be a lot worse a couple years ago, and now it's not that bad. Um, and yeah, like we'll see what happens in the future. But right now, we want to focus on keeping it online. And again, like I said before, the focus is not just like sales; it's like sales, and then using that money to reinvest into like podcasting, into our apparel, into like just marketing and like video stuff, and like working with different artists. Like that's what we really want to do. And-
Like branding the brand
I was
with
gonna-
artists as well.
I was gonna
Right.
ask you about that. Like, do you do events too? Because I seen a recent flyer one of our friends was on. I think with
Yeah.
I think you guys put it on
Mhm.
recently. Like,
I'm not sure, but we do like to get involved like wherever we can.
Mm.
Like we hardly ever say no. If an artist wants to work with us and they want us to come by and just shoot the video and they can just have a product in it, or they can wear our merch, and yeah, like, we're down to work with them. Um, yeah.
I would like you guys, we're in the urban, market right now. Like, what you guys think about like the hip hop scene in Toronto right now? How it's
Oh
going?
man.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The mainstream scene is not all that because the Drake and the Weeknd are dominating this, and the niggas from Toronto that are popping are not all that. No offense though.
Hmm.
But the
Hmm.
underground though, all the underground artists, they got
Yeah.
the fire. You know what I'm saying? They got the heat.
Yeah.
Mm.
True
All the
fire.
underground rappers, like I'm talking about Northside Benji, Young
Yeah.
AB,
Mm.
Glomo. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? All them niggas are fire.
Mm.
But the mainstream is just it's too dominated. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Because there's a lot of artists coming out from Toronto right now, and like it's going wild right now.
Because there's a lot of good artists and there's also a lot of bad ones too.
Yeah, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
like hearing that. I like hearing that. See,
You know?
that's
That's
what
for
people need
sure.
to hear. We don't hear enough of that. We always hear people saying, "Yo, this guy's the hottest. Everybody's the hottest."
Nah, bro, you gotta
No.
keep honest with broski. You feel me? Like, you're not trying to have a nigga waste time and shit. No cap, like yo, he's not good. Just straight up, he's not good, broski. You could
Yeah,
get
I'm
Yeah.
wasting my goddamn time, man.
um,
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I feel like there's like a lot of a lot of toxicness in the city. Like people in our own
Mm.
city don't want to see other people win, and it's
Yeah.
before they even get a chance to really assess the music, they've already made up their mind. It's
Hmm.
and yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like to me, I try not to focus on that. I just kind of want to work with artists because my ideology behind working with artists is this. It's like if I work with them, it's either we blow up and we take them to the top, or they blow up and they take us to the top with them.
I like how
Right.
you think, man. That's
And,
good.
and
That's good.
that just
So
increases
what would you say is the hottest strain you guys got right now?
the hottest strain right now. We just dropped Pink Hemi this week and
Mm.
Super Pink.
crazy.
I gotta try you guys strains, man. I gotta try
Yeah,
something, man.
yeah,
You
no,
know
Pink
what?
Hemi.
I was saying to my brother because
They get a
I've
big,
been smoking weed for a long time,
Yeah,
right? And I've been
yeah.
smoking a lot of different
a lot of
strains,
different
a
ways.
lot
Nice.
of different strains,
A lot.
right? So, and I always tell my brother this, like, and I always tell even my brethren, I tell everyone this.
Yeah.
I am the best guinea pig when it comes to
If rocks hit,
sampling weed because guess what? I had brethren what come here.
yeah.
They brought like 7 strands. I had a couple of brethren done this to me before. I'm like, yo, we're doing this. Oh shit. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, because yo, your opinion means a lot. I'm like, my opinion? Why? Like you smoke a lot of weed, man. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well, okay, but the thing is, like I said, I'm the perfect guinea pig, and if
Yeah.
I go like, yo, enough people
That
are like,
is it.
yo, I need that too. You know what I'm
That is it.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like
No,
saying, yo, I would love to try your guys' weed, man.
I'll tell you
Straight
what,
up.
man. Like I said, what we'll do is we'll send you guys out a care package, and then hopefully what we can do is have all of us on the pod, and then have you guys kind of try it
Yeah,
live.
man.
But
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
how.
It's not only the
Because
weed though. It's not only
we-
weed though, man. It's not only that. I want to be putting right behind
yeah,
here too.
Yeah.
we're
One of
gonna
them
we're gonna
shirts
link them.
or something,
We're
a
gonna
hat
link them
or
on the pod,
something,
yo.
Watch
and
out.
vice versa, bro. Send you
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
back straight
Okay.
up.
That's how we.
Say
Okay.
no.
No, that's how we do it.
No
We'll
more.
link them on their
Because
pod
man,
when they
straight
sit
up,
up.
man, that it's all about cross promotion. Straight
That's
up,
Yeah,
right.
man.
Right.
straight up
So
good, man.
yo,
Because
I,
it
I wanna
that's
I wanna
just the way it
ask
is.
I wanna ask you guys what's your favorite, like some of your top 6 favorite hip hop artists.
Ooh, you want to go ahead? You go first.
No, I'm still thinking about mine.
Oh,
You
you
go
go
ahead
first.
first.
No, you go first. You go first.
Yo, top 6.
Mm.
Are we talking underground or like just in general?
Okay, but you know what? I like how you say
In
that.
general.
Underground, in general. Yeah, in general. That's-
I gotta put my niggas first. I fuck with Young AB and I fuck with Glomo. You know what I mean? I fuck with my other nigga No Face. Then after that, man, I'll say Lil Baby. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Gunna. I fuck with Gunna, Lil Baby, and me also put, yeah.
Mm.
That's what is a hard one. I'm not even gonna lie. So,
Oh man, Lil Wayne's the greatest of all time.
hmm?
Lil Wayne, sure.
Yo, fam.
Bro, Lil Wayne a big artist now, yo.
You
Hey,
don't know.
Like big artist now, yo. Everybody
Yeah.
fall off the Lil Wayne, you know, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tat it
yeah.
up and all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah, I'll put Young Boy for the sixth one.
Friends.
Okay. Young Boy goes hard too.
Young boy, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Don't know.
I mean,
Don't know, man. For
Don't
sure.
know.
But man, yo, on the real, the next big event you guys have, I would love to be there to try and cover
no,
it and stuff.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Straight up goods. You know what I mean?
Where are you guys located exactly?
We're
Like,
north of the city. You know what I
okay,
mean? North of the city, like Vaughn. You know what I mean?
okay, that's not even that bad.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Headquarters are up here, so you know what I'm saying? Straight
No,
up.
I do
But
that.
we're like City Pulse. We're like everywhere. You know what I mean? I've been at a few events, taking the podcast on the road. Besides online here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Straight up. Sometimes we're online. Sometimes we're on the road. Sometimes it's my brother. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's both of us. You know?
Yo,
Right.
I want to ask you guys both. When did you guys fall in love with like the cannabis? What was your first experience with the plant?
Mm.
yeah,
Ah,
the first time I got high,
Hmm.
I think it was eighth grade, seventh grade. No, it was eighth grade. Eighth grade. It was a school morning, right before school.
You
Fucked up.
don't know what it is, bro. You gotta fill up before you go to class, bro. Yeah, bro.
I fucked
That's
up.
what man's learn, bro. I don't, bro. If I wasn't smoking weed, bro, I don't think I would even pass high school, bro. Yo, real shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. Because yo, when I don't smoke, bro, I just fuck around in class. But when I smoke, bro, and go to class,
concentrate.
concentrate, dog. I'm there, bro. I'm there with
Hey,
you,
oh,
teacher. I'm
what?
there.
Different strokes, different folks,
All
eh?
right.
Oh,
This-
what? Don't know.
So grade 8?
Yeah, grade 8.
Damn, that's early. I don't know.
But grade 8 was like, it was 5 years ago. No, not 5. It was 8 years ago.
Oh yeah, you're young. I always
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
how young you are.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So like for me, guys, I and so I tried the weed in grade 11. That was the first
Yeah.
time. I tried smoking it, didn't work, didn't get high. I said this shit doesn't work. And then grade 12, I got accepted into all my universities because that was like the goal, obviously back then. And then I was like, okay, now I can try it. And then I smoked it in the forest, and I just remember it wasn't working. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of hit me all at once. I couldn't stop laughing for like an hour, and it was just unreal. So
And then after you get hungry after that, you get hungry after that. Yeah, you get the bunch down. You want to eat on the whole plate.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
That's the
Yeah.
only after effects, bro. Nothing else, bro.
You're hungry. So, yo, a lot of people don't ask me this question. After you smoke weed, like what,
Mm.
and you get the munchies, what do you
What's
go
your
for?
go-to? Like you know, some people have go-to. Me,
Because they get the munchies. I know a lot of people. They get everybody get the munchies.
yeah, bro.
yeah. What's your go-to, Chifa?
Me?
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I smoke so much weed that I don't even get munchies no more. I
No,
don't know.
Oh shit!
no cap. That's
I
cap.
got
I
you.
don't get
Yo,
munchies no more. That that's
He's
up for the
capping, guys.
discussion.
I'm not gonna, yo,
Sorry
but
for
back in the
cap.
days when I used to get the munchies,
Yeah,
shit, I would go for some chips.
Mm.
That's why I just
yeah,
go
some
grab
chicken wings, bro.
chicken back.
Yeah, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, bro. I
Yeah,
saw
but you never go
Osmos,
wrong with
my
pizza.
nigga.
No.
Except pizza. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chicken and fries, bro. That's me, bro. Back in
Chicken
the
and
day.
fries. Yum.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
With that shawarma sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
brother. That shit is bad, bro. Wicked, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I try to eat healthy when I have the munchies, but it almost never works because
Bro, that never gonna work, bro.
it never works. Because you know what happens? You eat the healthy food, and then even after that, you're like, hey,
Eat the
let
other
me eat
food.
that good food now. You know what I mean? So it's just I've learned over time. It's just better to just give in and just go eat that good food and just
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, look, if you're gonna smoke, you're gonna have the munchies, and you gotta accept it at this point. Either like don't smoke, and so you won't have those munchies, or if you're gonna do it, just like there's no sense in fighting it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like eating like some chips or something sweet because they say sweetness brings down the high. You know that,
Really?
eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
You ever heard of that? That like
Our mango brings up the hot.
I heard that mango stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, mango. You're right. That's why in the West Indies, like when you see in the islands, like especially in like Jamaica, when you see the rest of them, they smoke all those big ass flips. They have like mangoes and shit around. They'll be eating a mango and stuff, and all type of fruits, banana,
Yeah,
I,
man.
sweet.
I thought mango is just what they go for. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, no, go for it. Sweet though. A good mango is
Come on.
very sweet.
Mhm.
Very sweet. The dopamine, it works because everything's with the dopamine works in the brain, right? The chemical reaction to for example, the THC. The same thing with the sweetness, right? When people eat something sweet, it does something to the dopamine too. So it brings, if it's probably like fighting with the THC chemical reaction, because sweetness is like a high to some people. You put it in your coffee, right? Coffee too. It's all the dopamine shit.
yeah. Hey, what's your smoke then?
Is that?
So what's your smoke?
Man, my brethren brought me some of these weeds. Yeah, I don't even know. One of
Yeah, I
them
don't
was
even know
like
what I'm smoking, but
Thunderfuck,
I'm
and one of
smoking.
them is shit. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. You know what I mean? Like he brought me
So-
all these different strands here, bro, for me to try. You know
What do you guys like? What do you guys like? Do you guys like indica? Everybody says indica or sativa. What do you smoke them both, or you just smoke one, like indica?
So 6ixstar only carries indica.
Yes.
Never carries sativa.
That is it. That is it.
Like, I would
Damn
say
right.
it's very rare that we carry a hybrid, like very, very rare. Like it's mainly indica based. I know that like me personally, like I'm kind of curious about sativas now, just because it's been so long since I've dabbled. And I know Chifa has like been telling me that, hey man, I think we should get sativa because it might make us more productive during the day or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the indica that like obviously it's indica, right? So you smoke
Yeah.
it, and it's gonna hit you hard, especially if it's
Mhm.
if it's that good. So yeah, so I don't know. It's just I'm just thinking about trying to explore sativas now and just seeing like the issue is that like when I smoke sativas, they don't taste the way I want them to, or like they don't feel the way I
Mm.
want them to when I smoke them. Yeah.
So how you guys feel about like how the cannabis industry is going right now? Because it's still young, right?
Right,
It's not legal everywhere in the world, but slowly places like Taiwan, I think they're legal down there. So what?
I think that the cannabis industry in Canada is going to catch up in a few years. So I think that like in 3-4 years, it's going to carry that gas that everybody else to smoke. And I truly believe that if you're not branded by then you're not like you're gonna basically get swallowed up by everyone else who is, because it like people are already starting to see the shift between like drunken dealers to more reputable like companies to purchase their cannabis. And even if you're like a bag brand now, like you're more reputable than like a street dealer, right? And yeah, I mean I might be wrong. It might depend in other areas like in like different demographics, but I think that for the most part, like if you're not branded in a few years, like you're not going to be in business. That's just my personal opinion.
It's
And
true.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that too. You know what I mean, like everybody got to start make a brand or something if they trying to sell weed, because like there's a lot of brands out there. You know what I mean, anybody gonna come to our unbranded nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's mainly just because like that brand has to build prestige, and then like people just know like right off the brand, like, oh, like Astro Pink, it's gonna be gas, and it's like everybody knows that Astro has gas because they've just been around for so long. Shout out to Astro.
Mm-hmm. So what's like you would say the position you guys want to like set an example for like other Toronto like brands, so we could have this industry like going, because like I'm saying, it's still young.
Yeah.
I only know of, there's not too much brands from Toronto.
Right.
I know of. It's
Right.
all from like America so far.
Yeah, so we don't know of any brand really right now in Toronto other than us that's really just like working with artists directly or like trying to or like trying to launch a podcast
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
We're the only one in Toronto, and then and like what I could say to other cannabis brands is like, hey man, like we could be spending our money on ourselves and like buying like Gucci belts and like going to the club and buying bottles like a lot of people do and they come across profits, but like we just take that shit and just reinvest it right back. And it's because like we're trying to build a platform and raise more awareness, and like we're not we're not just in it for ourselves. We're kind of just doing it to kind of just see how far we can spread the word. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the music industry, right? We do the same. It's a combination. Like it's two industries, but one industry, like for example, like in the cannabis industry, like there's not even too much people who are doing like a podcast like I do, like how we're doing a podcast. Like I say, I have the Myrie Jane podcast from Toronto. Like there's not too much, I would say, like black journalists doing anything in regards to the cannabis community. I don't know none. Maybe there is, but I don't know none. I know I'm Shawn Myrie, and my brother Rastafari Samurai. We've been doing. I've been smoking on my podcast for the last 3 years, every day, every time I come on. And you know how it's censorship. Yeah. It's even worse now. You can't do shit on Instagram and certain shit. They'll just take you off. So now, is it gonna change because of the popularity and they see the money and like what could how cannabis even promoting? You don't even have to sell weed. I was even telling my pops the other day, as long as you're promoting weed right now, it's like you can make money from it. It's how you promote it. There's people doing other things, not even weed. I see them selling other products, but it's just associated with cannabis. Right. I'm telling you, in all types of ways. Like people are selling T-shirts based off of cannabis. People are selling what's called butter or something. Like like the health food stores are selling a whole bunch of cannabis products now. Before that they'll never do that. I seen this coming like a couple years ago, like 7-10 years ago. I seen this coming. Now everybody's on the bandwagon. That's what I mean. There's a lot of bandwagon people too, who used to talk bad about weed.
Yeah, no, I gotta agree. But that's Toronto, right? Like it's full of bandwagoners and like that's like I'm not trying to hate on my city, okay?
But there is.
I gotta call it how it is, right? Yeah. Really.
I call it how it is.
It's making money people are gonna do and keep.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah. It's selling T-shirts, selling weed. It makes money. They're gonna do it.
But no, but like
that day sucks.
But like here's the thing, Shawn. Like I see you guys and I see you and your bro doing your thing, and like I know that you guys are doing this as a passion project. Like sure, there might be some intent to make money and monetize off of this, but that's not your primary concern. You guys are doing this out of love for the sport, and you guys are just doing it to just do it because you guys want to have a platform, and like kind of like exactly how we feel about 6ixstar too. It's not just to make profits, it's just to make a weed brand that's one of its own kind, and just see like, okay, what else can we accomplish with this, right? Because as long as we have a cannabis brand that's backing all these activities, it's almost like being our own in-house like investor to our own
brand. Like
we
need that though. This is what we need. This is what I was talking about even with my brother years ago. We need more platforms like yourself, ourselves, because in other places or other markets, for example, in America, they have a lot of platforms like this already going on. But in Toronto itself, like he's saying, how much people are like you? Right?
Yeah.
Not a lot,
I guess.
See, it's in. The funny thing, I could go on and on in other areas. It's the same thing. Even with promoters, how much good promoters do you know from Toronto? If I was to ask you,
maybe
like who are like, you get what I mean, like stand out for anything. That's just an example. For any industry down here, it's like a lack, especially in the urban. If you say like urban market. You know what I'm saying? Like the music, even with the music, the same thing.
No, that's true. Yeah, not everybody
Like
can stand out, right?
what? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
So not everybody can stand out.
No, not everybody could stand out, but you have to be consistent. That's how you stand out. Being
Well,
consistent, right? Like right now, I even asked my brother, or I asked you guys in the city for music, who promotes like the urban music for a podcast, and I know who we would probably say. Who's the ones who are standing out, who's representing the culture as a
like
podcast?
podcast that promotes music from Toronto.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know a lot of podcasts from Toronto, but
I don't even know one, to be honest.
you know,
I don't
say
even know one.
your podcast is the first podcast I hear about.
Exactly.
Oh shit, that's good. I like to hear, I like to hear that. That's
The
good.
music promotion, there's just the Instagram page, like way
Yeah, yeah.
things buzzing down. But like a podcast, I haven't heard of any. You're literally the first podcast I've heard about it from Toronto.
Man, you give me some promo right now.
You said the 6ixstar, we got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you just give some good promo because
I
I know
in Toronto,
because what I know, like even my market, like the industry for the podcast and how it is in to Toronto, it's so screw face for what I see and my research that I get even more love in America. You know what I mean? It's funny. I get the love more down there for even networking. Like it's crazy. And at home, you get the respect, but it's still like you see a lot of things, man.
You know what they
see a
say?
lot.
If you want to get big, you got to go to the States. And it's like I see everybody do it. Obviously, all the artists, as soon as they gain any traction, they go to the States.
That's what
Mhm.
it's at.
You see everyone else, like, you see Nelk Boys,
Mhm.
like they made it, they got out of Canada ASAP, and then they started going state to state. So
Mhm.
if you want to make it, I feel like
You have to-
You have to move to the States, man.
you got to be in the
Make
States,
it,
man.
and then
Something
come
about
back
the
home.
algorithm is just better. It's just where you need to be.
Or you just make it that you're right. It's where you need to be. But or you just take a trip, do a tour. Like if you were a platform, what I would do, I'd do a tour, like a month tour of like you're in New York for like whatever time. You're in LA,
Yeah.
you're in what's called Atlanta, wherever,
Yeah.
a couple of cities for a whole month. And you make sure you have the interviews set up with whatever person from those states. You already
Yeah.
have that all set up.
Right.
That's
right.
that's what I would do. No one's doing that from here. No one's
I
doing
think-
that from here.
I think because that's something you would do, and not a lot of people could pull that off, right? I mean, that would take
Yeah.
like, crazy planning. That would take funds.
It would be worth it though. It'd be an investment
100%
Bec- because imagine you get those big interviews.
Right.
I don't care if it costs 10,000.
Right.
You use that 10,000 for a month. It's going to
Right.
pay off all those big. If you get a Mike Tyson interview, I'm just saying,
Right.
like, or someone like that, and you coming back with that content.
No, John, I completely get that. Like, see, just
Mm.
even listening to you right now, like I can tell, like that's your mentality. Not everybody
Yeah.
feels that passion, that mentality. You're like willing to wager like 10 grand, like you said, and like not everybody is going to be willing to make that bet. And, that's the difference between you and everybody.
I know for a fact, if you're down there for a month,
Yeah.
you have some places to stay.
Yeah.
And you're linking, you already planned, like you're gonna interview these, whatever, they could be entertainers, actors, or whoever, or you're at an event, a BET Awards or whatever. You're going, when you come back, you have a lot of content.
Yeah.
That shit's going up millions or whatever, hundreds of thousands of views and shit or whatever is going on.
Yeah.
So that's where the bag is, man. But yo, man, bless you guys for coming through on the Down to Earth podcast, man. It's a late one. I know people are probably sleeping.
Well,
Yeah,
as usual,
thanks
we
for
always
having us,
keep coming
guys.
up with
Really
segments.
appreciate it. Just wanted to say that 6ixstar is available for purchase online at 6ixstarcannabis.com. And we drop strains every single week. They're always updated. The website is always up to date. And you can get us on the Snapchat, Telegram, Instagram.
Mm.
Yeah. It's been a quick, guys. Thanks so much again for having us, and
Thank you.
we'll send you guys out a care package soon, and then hopefully we can hop on another pod and give you guys
Yeah,
a
man.
update as to what we're kind of doing, because we got some really exciting stuff that we're trying to accomplish in the next 2-3 weeks, including a couple of podcast episodes, and we're launching that new brand. Shout out to Tump Grabba. The brand is called Tump, TUMP.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Grabba's got a tump, you know what I mean? So if it doesn't tump, then you know it's not hot. So shout out to Tump Grabba, and yeah, that's coming soon.
So yo, we're gonna make sure we come on your pod, man. That's what we do.
Definitely,
Vice versa.
for
We're
sure,
gonna come
for
on
sure,
that.
man. Definitely.
Yo,
But before we
blaze it
go,
up.
we always have to end off like this, man. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I'll prove this message nationwide. Pop, pop, pop. Yes,
Yo, and this is Shawn Myrie, your host. Bless up 6ixstar, cannabis, apparel, everything.
Yeah.
Yo, support them, follow them, Bless up, respect.
Let's
Make
go.
sure.
We are signing out just now.